Welcome to another Touhou LostWord stream. It's once again time for a new relic character and the Ruins of Memory story. Let's see. Who is it this time? For those that cannot look at thumbnails, it's Kaguya's Moonlit Festival. This is a special one, Moonlit Festival, because the music video for this song actually featured two characters, so I'm assuming this will be a two-part Ruin of Memories. First time featuring Kaguya and the second part Raisin. So let's see. Welcome to the Lunar Capsule Expo. Don't be shy, come take a look. What do you want to see first? Kaguya seems to have taken her branch of Horai and turned it into a bow and arrow. What happened to Erin? Did you fuse her into it? I feel like the chances are very high. History was made. History of the Moon was made. We are bringing along quite a few A&T related characters. And Medicine, because she is kinda related, I guess, and because I want to show her off. So let's go with that. Rararai, rararai. Goodbye, rararai. Hello, ... Thank you. Thank you, Kaguya. I'm glad you've lived this long. I mean, she's immortal. It didn't really take much effort, I'm sure. I finally get you now. I fully understand who you are and why you did what you did. It must have been tough, but now you can rest. Did immortality run out? Kaguya. Kaguya Horai-san. Mother of the people of Horai. Even with XX Yagokoro's skills and knowledge, the Horai elixir could never have been made without your ability. The Horai elixir bestows boundless life to whoever drinks it. They become a person of Horai, a truly immortal being. But the people of Horai aren't natural. All things are supposed to end. You shouldn't be able to create something permanent. It's impossible to even think of a system that lasts forever. Things with form always decay, and to maintain a form, a price must be paid again and again for perpetuity. But this world has its limits, and space doesn't go on forever, so you will eventually run out of resources. Stars burn out, and space-time is finite. If the foundations that enable the people of Horai to exist disappear, they will have no choice but to perish alongside them. But not you, Kaguya Horai-san. You are different. No one else has your ability to manipulate eternity and the instantaneous. Eternity is space-time without history, And the instantaneous is space-time, where infinite histories exist in parallel. Each time the universe ends, space-time is reset to 0. Then, like a beating heart, it begins again in an endless cycle. Kaguya Horizon, your ability is the only thing that can endure this reset. And with it, you can cross to another world while retaining your sense of self. The universe is made up of multiple layers, like the strata of the earth. And you are the roots that bore down through them all. No, not you. Me. I shall carry on from where you left off. Thank you, Kaguya Horizon. Thank you for collecting the lunar capital items. Having been doomed to an eternal life of imprisonment, I became an integral cog in the lunar capital machine. And the items you gathered form the microcosm of the lunar capital. That's how I was able to accompany you all this time. Without you even realizing I was there. You've done enough, Kaguya Horizon. You can rest now. Leave the LostWord incident to me. I will resolve it. Leave it to me. Chang'e, the goddess of the moon. She's watching. I'm sure of it. Miss Chang'e? Unfortunately, we still haven't got much info about Miss Chang'e. Hi! We also got not much info about you. Who might you be? Did not expect you to be here. If anyone from your game would be here, there is a lunatic princess in that game. Why not her? So, I can't be sure you are really who you say you are. You still going on about that? Well, I guess that's fine. I don't care as long as you observe me. I was the one observing Kaguya, but now that I've assumed her role, I need someone to observe me. What was your name again? Chiori! Chiori Kitashirakawa. But you don't need to remember it. You won't need to know my name once you leave here. You just witnessed Kaguya Horizon's ability, didn't you? So that issue has been resolved. I've outsmarted the LostWord. I won't lose anything now. No, that's not what I meant. Well, whatever. Our probability space observations are nowhere near finished, so we kinda have to use your perspective. We can't afford to be picky. I'm not sure I like how you phrased that, but fine. Bear witness, as a new world begins once more. Sure, I'll watch. Chiori is watching. Have fun, Miss Chang'e. If that really is your name. Didn't even hit me with a folding chair. Miss Yagokoro? Are you there? Yes, what is it? There's something I need to talk to you about. I want the horror elixir. Yes, I thought it was about time you came to see me about this. Really? Aren't you going to ask me why I want it? No, I have a fairly good idea already. Besides, I wouldn't want to make it seem like I put this idea in your head. Right, that makes sense. You say the wrong thing, people might think you encouraged me. Wow, you really are smart. And you even figured out that I long to see what it's like to live down on Earth. Me and a few others, including Lord Tsukuyomi, still remember the days when we used to live there. So it wasn't hard for me to imagine what you are feeling. Miss Kaguya, your heart is being pulled by the Earth's gravity. Gravity? You mean the law of universal gravitation? Yes, gravity. The power to attract, the power of attraction inherent to all things. And Earth pulls us Lunarians even more strongly because that is where we originally came from. It compels us to return. Then why haven't I heard of anyone else wanting to go there? The Earth is an impure land, so returning would defeat the whole purpose of us coming here. Normally, you'd need a very good reason to even think of going back. That's kind of funny. What is? I think everyone might secretly long for the Earth, just like me. But they try to suppress their emotions. They bottle them up inside and refuse to acknowledge them. Though I can't be sure. When I thought of that, I just couldn't stop myself from laughing. I see. That's an interesting idea. Very interesting. Every Lunarian's heart is indeed drawn to the Earth. That would mean this longing is a part of our very being. It could be written in our blood, our DNA. The Lunarians born on the moon feel the same way, and that must be the case. Children can miss their parents' homeland through the parts of their soul inherited from their ancestors. What's wrong? No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how to make the Horai elixir. It's supposed to bestow immortality. This would inevitably give whoever drinks it an attachment to life at the genetic level, making them forever impure. That's why this elixir is strictly forbidden. But that doesn't mean we can let what we know about it be forgotten. No matter the field or discipline, science can only be suppressed and controlled through adequate knowledge. In fact, without knowledge about the elixir, it would never have been prohibited in the first place. Does that mean you know how to make the Horai elixir? In theory, that should be the case. However, for some reason I don't. Or rather, I didn't until just now. Kaguya, I cannot make the Horai elixir without your ability. I need your help. Time to cook an elixir. How's our project going? Have you heard about the jeweled branches of Horai? They're the branches that grow from udonga plants subjected to impurity, aren't they? Correct. I sent a few udonga plants down to Earth. But I modified them to produce medicine in addition to the jewels they bear after absorbing impurities. This way, even the rulers with no interest in material wealth will compete for them. Not to mention, you can get more data regarding the behavioral patterns of humans. Exactly. Nothing gets past you, Kaguya. What is she teaching? Science. Potion making. To make the horror elixir a reality, we must first resolve the quandary of how it actually works. We must discover how it can restore someone to perfect health from any state without creating an additional body. All we know so far is that this process is deeply tied to the location and permeation of one's soul. It comes down to the question of where the self resides. It requires a conscious awareness of affiliation and ownership. Miss Yarukoro, you've gone all teacher mode again. Well, that is my name, Kaguya. Oh, sorry. Anyway. The jeweled branches of Horai will sow conflict on Earth, which will promote cultural and technological growth. However, the unique electromagnetic waves emitted by the plants will also stunt humanity's growth, thus inciting conflict. It's hard to say which effect wins out. Will doing this really help us understand the formula for the Horai elixir? There must be a more direct method. Of course it will. You can think of culture as a subcategory of species. A single culture is made up of multiple individuals of the same species. So, what do you think would happen if an individual organism had a culture all of its own? We'd get closer to true immortality. Exactly. Proving this hypothesis won't give us all the answers, but I'm sure it will be a big step forward. Are we gonna step on someone? Miss Yankoro. This is really bad, isn't it? One step for Lunarians, and one step for Kaguya Horizon. So you've heard, have you? Wow, new themes. Thanks, Phone. Our subject for the final phase of testing, XX, has been imprisoned in the heart of the capital. She will likely be incarcerated. I'm not sure how to say this one. Incarcerated for eternity, even though the usual sentence would be death. I know what it means though. It means being put in jail for eternity. Those who drink the Horai elixir cannot die. Not to mention that the lunar capital cannot afford to lose XX. I doubt her life will change that much apart from having to suffer the inconvenience of not being able to go outside. Is that why you decided to experiment on her? No, of course not. She volunteered. I want to do a few more tests with the Udonga plants, so I'll make sure the news about her imprisonment doesn't spread. It's still too dangerous for you to drink it, Kaguya. Don't worry, just leave everything to me. Having a feeling things are not going that well. Don't know if I want to leave things to you anymore. More bad news, teacher? Kaguya. Kaguya. I was such a fool. More bad news. Yeah, this track is good. I knew you wanted to live down on Earth, so I should have predicted this would happen. How could I not have foreseen this? I knew Kaguya would get caught on purpose. I knew she wished to be exiled to the impure Earth, to artificial reincarnation instead of being imprisoned like XX. There was no way Kaguya wouldn't choose to be reborn on Earth in the form of a human. It's the easiest method. But it didn't even occur to me what might happen before that. They didn't have to do that so many times before deciding on exile. Again and again. So many needless executions. There was no point to it. Kaguya. Kaguya! Kaguya might have died a few times. I cut that bamboo stalk cause it was all weird and shining. I didn't expect such an adorable baby to pop out. Where's she come from? Oh. Right! You don't have a home, do ya? I'll take care of ya. The missus is gonna love this. Now, time for the tale of the bamboo cutter. Happy baby noises. Goo goo gaga. Gah! You're such a happy little thing, aren't you? I can't believe you're so laid back about all this. I'm still worried about how we are going to feed her. Go on, you try holding her. Oh my, she really is adorable. You like me more than that smelly old man, don't ya? Don't ya? Good. Oh, it looks like I was right. Oh, way. Gaga. There. Oh, that's strange. My back would usually be killing me right about now, but I feel right as rain. Yeah, now that you mention it, my shoulders don't hurt at all, either. Wait, did she just... What is it? No, maybe I'm just imagining things, but... I swear she just got heavier. Turning into a stone baby. Nayutake no Kaguya Hime. No, Kaguya. Can we talk for a bit? What is it, father? Mother? You're such a good kid, Kaguya. Truly. Yes, you're so smart and beautiful. I'm sure you must be the reincarnation of a god or a Buddha. It's impossible to think that you are a human like us. You're exaggerating. No, that's the truth. Wait, you don't mean... No, I don't want to leave. I want to live with you forever. The world isn't so kind as to just ignore such a refined and beautiful girl. We've got no choice. And we also have to live as part of this world. We've got no choice. Who cares about what other people think? That's transitory. Everyone will forget everything once enough time has passed. All I want is to stay with you while you are still here. Exactly. We don't have that long to live. That's why we want to see you happy. Before we go. How could you say that? I am happy here, with you. It's only been about 3 months since I got here, but to me, it's felt like years. They might also think you are not human because you grew up to a talking person within 3 months. Not just because you're very beautiful. Those 5 nobles have already sent you letters, so it's only a matter of time until rumors of your beauty reaches the Emperor. You caused all this to happen, Kaguya. You're just too beautiful. Maybe I overdid it a little. Just a little bit. Right, father, mother. No, not at all. Of course not. Are you sure? I personally think I took things too far. Sorry, that was mean. I shouldn't tease you. Perhaps I just wanted to tease those princes as well. Or maybe not. I wanted to know what they felt. I wanted to know their thoughts and feelings. I wanted to know what made them come to see me. I thought it would be easy. I never expected it to be such an impossible task. What did you request of them? Oh no, it's Horo again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kaguya. I can still call you Kaguya, can't I? I meant to come here sooner, but I couldn't. I couldn't drag Toyohime and Yorihime into this. I had to make sure they wouldn't come with me. You understand, don't you? I couldn't do this to them. What am I seeing right now? This isn't right. Is it the sequence of events? Is the order off? Is this because I said I wanted to remain on Earth? Have I said that already? I'm not sure I have. Was she planning to come down here from the very start? Red text, yeah, that means what she's saying is the truth, obviously. Why are you here? To make things up to you, Nayutake no Kaguya-hime? No, Kaguya, Horai-san. I was the only one who escaped punishment. They didn't even question me. Only you were exiled to Earth. I've decided to live here, with you in this impure land. That's why I came, and why the Lunarians who came with me had to be dealt with. You don't have to return to the moon anymore, and as long as I'm with you, you needn't fear anyone else coming to get you. I don't have the right to slap away her blood-drenched hand. I wouldn't have been able to do it as the person I was before, nor can I do it as the person I am now. Even if the moon didn't condemn me, I know that I am a sinner. Wah! But please, Bears! Oh, it's you. Okina, Sanoki no Miyatsuko. I am XX Yakokoro, a lunar emissary. Well then, keeping the princess safe. As a descendant of the gods, this service must have brought you great joy. Come, accept your reward. I'm sure you understand. As you say. Who wished for this? Was it me? Did I make the wrong wish? Is that why this happened? I'm not asking these questions out of grief. I honestly don't understand. I simply want to know where I went wrong. What happened after wasn't included in the story. I learned later that the bamboo cutter and his wife passed away, and apparently it wasn't due to natural causes. One of the 5 nobles had a daughter who would try to mess with me, but I stopped seeing her around the time when I heard the emperor was going to burn the horror elixir on a mountain. My teacher chose Erin as her Earth name. I guess she was pretending to be a pharmacist who emigrated from China. However, we had to keep a low profile. We don't age, so we'd arouse suspicion if we lived close to normal humans. And if the lunar emissaries caught wind of us, they'd ruin our peace by helplessly trying to pursue us. That's why we had to stay mobile. Erin and I went from place to place. We traversed the ages as we kept on running. It was fun. I was able to forget and leave all my troubles behind me. And being a fugitive was actually pretty exciting. I felt there was something off about Erin, but I stopped worrying about that eventually. Running through the ages. Running through the 90s. Erin was precious to me. As Kaguya, I am Kaguya, aren't I? Of course, I'm Kaguya. Who else could I be? Could I be someone else? Well, whatever. After years of running, we finally Huh? Has the world ended already? How? This doesn't make any sense. Weren't Erin and I meant to arrive in Gensokyo? Then we'd stop history and cause an incident. Why? Why can't I follow that timeline no matter how many times I repeat this? Who are you? Are you lost? The world has ended. What are you doing out here at the edge of the universe? This is a really odd place to get lost. Tiny Junko, gonna mess with us. No way. Junko? Well, take it easy. This is a closed space, an imploding micro-universe. So you don't have to shout, my ears are still ringing. Sorry. Are you really Junko? You look smaller than I remember. How rude! I'm not small, everything else is. I just told you this is a micro-universe, didn't I? That's why I am micro as well. Besides, how do you know my name? I've never met you before. Wait, you seem to have lost your own name, so I'm guessing you inadvertently picked up some errant memories. Such a shame. Once that happens, there's no easy way to recover. Huh? Why? I thought such things wouldn't affect me. Why did I think that again? What am I? How should I know? I'm just passing through. I'm going to another universe. So I'll leave you to it, okay? Oh, wait! I guess she doesn't want to mess with us. She's just passing by. What are you doing? I don't really know how to explain it, but I feel there's something about you that I mustn't forget. But for some reason, it also feels like I don't want to remember. Next thing, you're going to say something truly ridiculous. Like you're actually Chang'e or something. It seems you've gone insane from... I do not want to skip, no. I pressed the right mouse button by accident. Didn't know it would do that. It seems you've gone insane from experiencing the cycle of the universe, beginning and ending too many times. How sad. Do you really think I'm mad? Then again, being able to experience such a thing makes you pretty unique. You might prove useful down the line. I suppose I could help you out a little. Really? Thank you so much. Just know that this is a special case. I don't want you getting the wrong idea. Trying to save stray phenomena like you right before a universe ends is stupidly inefficient. There are countless things just like you floating around this graveyard. Do you understand? Yes, I'll make sure to keep that in mind. Wait, will I even be able to remember this? No. Memories are the first thing that get deleted when you've passed your limits. So you don't need to thank me. I basically volunteered to help. Oh, maybe these are not ruins of memories. Maybe this just ruins memories. Alright, see you. I'm off. Huh? What am I supposed to do now? Oh, you really like shouting, don't you? I made the connection, so my replacement will appear once I'm gone. See? There she is now. This world is all but finished. What the hell kind of weapon? What is that instrument called in English? I forget. If you want to call it an instrument at this point, gun. I doubt I'll find anything useful in a place like this. Yes, a doodlesuck. That's the German one, but what is it called in English? Bagpipes, thank you. There are certainly pipes in that bag. Pipes that don't belong in this bag. Whoa, no way! There's actually something here. Whoa! Why are you so close? This is an item containing records of the lunar capsule that only Lady Kaguya can use. I'm so glad I found this. I have to hurry and bring it to her. Is this gonna be relic reason? I guess. Also, here's Relic Kaguya. We used to hold the Lunar Capital Expo at A&A every year. At first, we just put all the items from our secret collection on display, but as the years went by, we kept getting more contributors from the moon, greatly increasing the number of exhibits. Erin's influence also played a part in making it pretty much on par with an exhibition you could find in the lunar capital. It's not like we were worried about anyone misusing the items in the exhibits, but things did get pretty crazy. It's strange to think how all those exhibits are helping us now. No one could have predicted that. So, why did the expo call itself Miss Chang'e? That's a hard question to answer. It could have just been a dream seen by the Lunar Capital Expo. Or the collection of lunar tools might have replicated Chang'e because of her undeniable influence over the lunar capital. I'm inclined to believe the latter, since this item has managed to do things that only Chang'e can do. Does that mean... We were able to connect with each other because I love Inabas. Chang'e is their mother. All the moon rabbits obey her instinctively. In other words, it's Raisin who binds us together. Oh, speaking of Raisin, it looks like she is calling for us. Come on, let's go. We have to find our perfect future. The Lunar Princess started holding the Lunar Capital Expo to spread knowledge and awareness on Earth. She wished to pull down the veil and shed light upon the moon's secrets and the items manufactured there. Stripped of their divine mystique, the gods lost ownership over these items. They became things of the earth, of people. Naturally, it took an extremely long time for the denizens of Gensokyo to comprehend super science, but there was one thing they understood much sooner. The princess gave the appearance of holding the expo on a whim, or just to have some fun, but everyone knew she did it out of love. Morararai.
私の難題があなたに解けるかしら。
Let's speed up some memories. Relic Kaguya is a very special character because she introduces a completely new gimmick to the game with one of her skills, her third skill that is. Sinful and a pure moon, Kaguya chooses to run away with Erin. Erin's life is the only thing that can fully mitigate her sins. This skill inflicts weakness to moon element to all targets for 2 turns. So she has the ability to add a weakness to the character's weak points. And I'm assuming it will take out the resistance to moon as well in the same process. However, she herself can't really make much use of that, as only her last word really uses moon. So this is more of a support ability if she has more moon using characters on the team. But let's take a look at her spells as we go. Use all skills but that one. Which is poison yourself, blind yourself. Poison blind to target. Yes. Sure. Erin is immune to poison, though. So that doesn't do much. Truly impossible request! Miraculous Earth Medicine, a spell card of Kaguya Horizon, who has almost reached the end. She replicates an Age of the Gods medicine from Tei's memory. Kaguya refers to all rabbits as Inaba. However, she eventually started using Tei's and Raisin's names, probably to avoid any confusion. It's said that a panacea, or cure-all, cannot possibly exist in the real world. This is because every disease has different symptoms and causes that cannot be lumped together in a single category. Not to mention that in terms of being able to chemically alter one's health, there is no difference between medicine and poison. The Eastern medicinal practice of using raw, unrefined drugs makes a lot of sense because it focuses on limiting the variety, intensity, and accidental mutations produced by these chemical effects. Despite all that, perhaps a panacea could be manufactured through programmable nanomachine technology. Oh, I should put on a barrier.
あなたには弾幕の薬が必要。覚悟はできてちょっと本気出すわ。さて、難題の時間よ。超難題、地上の連躍。
That sure is a raisin-looking spell.
進行、サラマンダーシールド。薬譜、湖中の大銀河。当たってないです。
Also, I'm doing a lot more damage than I thought, so I'll have to switch to medicine immediately if I want to actually show off her effects as well.
新医学者フランク月面戦車
That said, you're weak to fire, which is what Kaguya's second spell is all about. Who could that one be imitating, I wonder? Truly impossibly request, split body of a phoenix. She replicates a person of Horai's body from Moko's memory. The Horai elixir is a revolutionary medicine that completely reforms and restructures the body of whoever drinks it. In addition to making one immortal, this perfect drug eternally binds one's identity to a single body. Organisms that can survive after having their body split in two live on as two separate individuals. However, people of Horai automatically regenerate a single body matched with their single soul.
ゲット万象展堂々開催。はっ、満月は私たちのものよ。あなたには弾幕の薬が必要ね。一旦失礼するわ。スリープ解除。痛くない。嫌いよ。
Do you have something that raises your power? Yes.
お薬飲んだ？痛い。痛い。
Medicine is special because all of her spells outside of her last word are all targeted, which is not something that happens a lot. Medicine sign, transfusion. She performs a transfusion in this attack, the medical procedure of transferring bodily fluids, particularly blood, into humans, took quite a while to catch on. Many people consider blood to be the source of life itself, inherited from one's ancestors, and something impure. When you consider these beliefs attached to blood, it's easy to imagine how profane the act of receiving someone else's blood was back then. They focused more on the mental and spiritual side of things than the physical. However, they weren't exactly wrong in their belief that blood records information about one's ancestors. Though in truth, this applies to every cell in the body. Blood is just easier to extract. Hey, we were talking about DNA just a little bit ago.
スペルカード復旧。禁薬、蓬莱の薬。薬譜、トランスフュージョン。
You do be transfusing.
超難題。若かりし不死鳥の肉体。
Actually, we're not getting dialogue, are we? Oh, shortened animations is still on. Quit. Let's try this again. They changed with the newest update how the menu for battling works a little bit. So I didn't notice that. Shortened animations is not part of the ×2 thing up here. But this allows me to really definitely show off everything medicine can do, so that's good.
こちらはクラシック部門。薬は攻撃にも使えるのよ。一旦失礼するわ。スリープ解除。助かったね。好きだし。
Let's do all that again.
さあね。好きだし。こんな薬もあるのよ。ありがとう。こんな薬もあるのよ。今日まだプランク爆弾？月目全部見ていってね。プランク爆弾？ゲッタ万象店。堂々開催。
I'll use 2 berries.
どれも珍しいでしょ。
That's a
新
bit
医学書に。
I might not even need one.
ゲッタ万象店。堂々開催。思う存分遊びましょう。痛くない。ちゃんと飲まないとね。嫌い。痛い。痛い。嫌いよ。スペルカード復旧。かわいいかわいい。地上の稲葉。さあさあ手伝ってちょうだい。これから大仕事の目白押しよ。超難題地上の霊薬。
Somehow I didn't realize that dialogue did not happen. Don't know what I was thinking.
システム起動。モード有益。わからないけど何か入れてあげる。
But I immediately noticed when Medicine wasn't talking, because the way she talks is very memorable.
届くかしら。新医学書に。ゲット万象店。堂々開催。薬は攻撃にも使えるの。痛くない。嫌いよ。痛。もうやめて。
No Yamete. Medicine sign. Combined dosage. She administers medication in this attack. The history of medicine is a history of philosophy. In the past, people believed in the simple concept that universal truths are logical and consistent. They assumed that Mother Nature's laws govern the human body, that celestial objects influence the mind, and that there is only a tiny disconnect between humans and the rest of the universe. That's why so many medical cures caught on without any empirical evidence of their effectiveness. They used false logic to prescribe treatment methods based on how the properties of an illness related to universal truths. These methods were so prevalent for so long that the concept of observing the effects of treatments, determining whether they actually work, and improving the process through repeated testing were truly revolutionary. But thanks to that revolution, we are blessed with the medical knowledge and pharmaceutical products we have today.
スペルカード復旧。システム起動。モード投薬。薬どれがいい？どれでもいいよね。薬譜コンバインドドーセージ。
No medicine, don't just use all the medicine.
ねえねえモコ、また一緒に遊びましょうよ。でも謝ってなんてあげないんだからね。
ねえ。
超難題若たれし不死鳥の肉体。
I really like the animation of this one. I mean, it is based on one of Moko's spell cards, where she flies around and explodes on every side of the screen.
届くかしら。あら ないのは嫌だわ。この程度かしら。やっぱり当たってないです。新医学書にブランクパ月面戦車ゲット万象展堂々開催。はあ、ほう、あなたには弾幕の薬が必要ね。痛くない。キラ、もうやめて。
And her last words. Non-invasive surgical operation. She performed surgery in this attack. Non-invasive treatments such as medication have quite a long history, unlike surgery, where doctors have to physically reach into a patient's body to treat them. The inside of a body is sacred while also being impure, so the adoption of surgical treatments that encroach on that domain was a big turning point in human history. However, the medical treatment of the future will develop beyond this. Medical nanomachines will blur the line between non-invasive and surgical treatments. By prescribing nanomachines in a similar method to medicinal inhalants, it will become possible for people to receive completely non-invasive surgery from the machines moving within their own bodies. Even without nanomachines, this mechanical doll, well versed in human anatomy, can treat any condition by administering medicine and performing minimal surgical procedures. This is the ideal medical treatment that humanity has always strived for. You might not like it, but this is what true medical treatment looks like. Peak medical treatment.
スペルカード復旧。わからない。わからない。わからない。わからない。もういいよ。私が全部やってあげる。
Just trust her.
外科的内科的オペレーション。
I'm sure she'll do fine. It's not gonna hurt. It just hurt a little bit.
この壺には教会も表裏もない。姫たちと暮らす場所は誰にも壊させはしない。薬婦、湖中の大銀河。ねえねえモコ、マッチョなんだい。若たれし不死鳥の肉体。
Now, to finish this off, everyone's on their last life bar. Let's inflict moon weakness on all of them. Let's see if the resistance turns into a weakness.
これはお団子のタレ。
It did, for 2 turns. So that's what that looks like.
こんな薬もあるのよ。炭酸飲まないとね。たっぷり飲んだ。新ブランクパ月面全部見ていってね。
Lost Horai Jar, the last word of Kaguya Horizon. He recalls her time spent with Eren in this attack. Their lives full of sin, love, boredom, and joy were undoubtedly that of Earth-dwelling humans. Eren willingly descended to the Earth to make up for the wrong she did to Kaguya and live for her sake. At the end of Kaguya's pursuit of personal pleasure, she discovered the frailty of human life and how difficult it is to repay humans for their kindness. Sin isn't just the guilt you feel after committing a heinous act. Living and dying are sins in and of themselves, and they cannot be erased by distancing oneself from either concept. Running far away to hide on the moon won't solve anything. So Kaguya decided to try living her life as she saw fit. To live forever and continue talking to the people around her. Luckily for her, she has some friends who are likewise cursed with immortality. And with the stream of immortality, she will kill. Rest in pieces. No immortality for you. And that was Kaguya Horizons Moonlit Festival. Let's look forward to Raisin's Moonlit Festival and probably the continuation of this. I'm assuming Raisin is the one that was experimented on and then incarcerated on the moon. So XX. Probably we will hear this side of the story. Next, on the next Ruin of Memory. But now to something completely different. It's been a while, once again. Quite a while, indeed. But I've completed another 100 floors of the Scarlet Devil Tower. So let us once again read 10 floors worth of dialogue. Or is it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it is 10. Obviously it is 10. Let's see. Let's climb and see who we meet along the way. I think last time ended with us for the first time meeting A-level characters or A-world characters. Maybe I'm misremembering. Today we meet Loading. Gensokyo and the outside world. Let's learn trivia about the Touhou universe as we climb the tower. Climbing the tower isn't easy, but having so many back-to-back festivals was rough too. Going back regularly for more festivals is going to get hectic. We wore maid uniforms at the Scarlet Mansion and bunny ears for some reason at Hakugyokuro. Oh, talking about all the events in the game, huh? I've heard that such festivals are regularly held in the outside world, and I'm something of an expert on festivals, even though I'm never invited. Stop appearing out of nowhere. It's not good for my heart. Yeah, cut it out. It's bad luck. I'm a yokai. That's what we do. Besides, dressing up is an intrinsic part of festivals. Blind maidens in the outside world usually go for school or work. So, they only dress up as shrine maidens when they work as one. Part-time shrine maidens are pretty normal there. See Sanae. Huh? You must be joking. That makes it sound like... I'm the only one shrine maidening around the clock. You're so lame, Reimu. Serves you right. Magicians are pretty much the same, you know. Huh? Are you really that surprised? Ah, you yokai have it good then. There aren't many of you in the outside world either. The yokai in Gensokyo get the recognition they need and live a life of leisure. They don't have to worry about the outside. It sure sounds like the two of you are interested in the outside world. Well, it's true that I sometimes get curious, like the time with the occult balls when I actually saw it. Oh, you mean back then? You're talking about the Sumireko incident, right? I'm also kinda interested in the school she goes to. What? I can't believe you are not satisfied with Gensokyo. You're gonna make me super duper mad! Miss Yukari, is that seriously your reaction? Li Huan has already said everything I wanted to say. Yeah, nice one, Li Huan. Miss Yukari, do you visit the outside world often? Don't you stand out looking beautiful in those clothes? Did you hear that, Raymond? Marisa? She said I'm the most beautiful lady in all Gensokyo. That's not what I said. No one said that. That's my Li Huan. I've raised my daughter so well. You totally act like her mother. But no, she isn't your daughter. And answer the question first. Do you disregard the barriers you're supposed to manage and wander around outside? It's kinda unfair if you think about it. She can do whatever she wants, while we have to obey the rules. Well, what do you have to say, Mom? Yeah, Mom. And why are you so familiar with the occult balls incident? I keep pressing the right mouse button. Come to think of it, you weren't involved at all back then. That's very shady. Yeah, why were you not involved in that? Don't tell me it's the same old pattern. That's right. It is the same old pattern. I am something of an expert on Gensokyo. There's no one more well-informed than Miss Yukari. Oh, she watches everything through her gaps. There's no way I wouldn't know about something that endangered the barrier to such a degree. But I let the mountain hermit and the leader of the Bakedanuki handle that specific incident. Sometimes a parent has to perform the difficult task of watching over their children without interfering. Isn't that just a nice way of saying you sat on your hands and watched? And what would you have done if I was left behind in the outside world back then? I'm sure you know that everything was arranged to prevent that from happening. It sounds like Yukari is more of Reimu's mother. The outside world, huh? Wait. Yukari, wouldn't it be possible for you to take Li Huan to the outside world? Yeah, not for a limited time or with conditions like back then. Can't you freely go and drop her off? Yes, I could do that. What? Then go take her there this instant. Don't you feel bad for Li Huan? Why have you been struggling all this time then? Boo! Calm down. There's a reason for everything. And if you don't ask for it, you'll dance through a world of riddles and confusion as a yokai pulls the strings. Just confess already. Tell us why. Alright, alright. Miss Yukari got her way after all. Li hasn't regained her memories yet. What do you think would happen if we sent her to the outside world in such a state? The people who know Li in the outside world will find her and safely take her to her home. But how do you find out who to give her to? Don't you think the chances of that happening are the same as finding a needle in a mountain of haystacks? I might end up lost again, but in a worse situation. At the very least, you'll lose your chance to regain your memories. That would be bad. It's better she stays in Tokyo. And that's the reason why. Do you understand now? But you might find a clue in the outside world. Wasn't it the same back then with the occult balls? I thought we'd eventually have to go look for clues in the outside world. What do you have to say about that? Will I get to go to the outside world? Well, I won't deny that we might need to take Li there. In fact, it is highly likely that we will be forced to do exactly that. Then, you mean... So, let's start by talking to people who are familiar with the outside world. What? How boring! Oh! My goodness. Li fate is at stake here. Don't you think it would be irresponsible not to be this careful? My bad. I guess you're right. This is quite a serious issue for Li. Sorry, Li. We ended up messing around like we usually do. No, I also prefer it when investigating is fun. Exactly. Wow, Li, you've come a long way. Alright, let's continue climbing the tower. This is also a part of that investigation. I feel like she's tricking us into this, but I guess we don't have any other options right now. Well, I don't care, as long as it's fun. Come to think of it, I feel like there was someone who spoke to me about the outside world before. Sumireku Uzami. It would be nice to talk with her about it again. Li, are you coming? We'll leave you behind if you don't hurry. Ah, wait for me! Yes, we're gonna go meet Sumireku. There's no mistaking it. That's Li for sure. I'm honestly surprised. I expected our reunion with Li to be a little different. Question A and question B. And question C. This is truly a miracle. I'm glad I tagged along with you too. Mystery characters. Not mystery characters. Lady Kanako, Lady Subako. It's the A-world versions of those three. It's been a long time since we went on a trip together. A miracle or two are just the cherries on top. It's like we are having a picnic. This is fun. No, Lady Kanako, Lady Subako. Huh? We might lose believers because of your pride. We need to show more sincere appreciation for miracles. I also need to strengthen my faith some more, so I can stay with you both forever. Sanae, you're so sensible and earnest. You're such a nice kid. You're always trying your best with miracles, laundry, and cleaning. But why don't you try taking it easy for once? No, Lady Kanako, Lady Suwako. Huh? Again? You heard that just now, didn't you? The Yuan and the others seemed curious about the outside world. And who could teach them more about the outside world than us? We can't afford to rest right now. You're right, Sanae. Let's hurry and go tell them all about it. I'm sure they'll be grateful and appreciate your knowledge, Sanae. Let's tell them in secret. Our Sanae is still very shy. She's gotten a lot better though. Because it looks like there are other people following them as well. Aha, I see. So that's how it is. Our Sanae really is the best. Let's proceed with caution then. Yes, we can't risk anything bad happening to Li Huan. Hour 220. Parallel worlds and the high schooler. Those go well together. I followed Li Huano all the way to the strange tower. This wasn't what I expected to find. A world, Yukari and Yuyuko. What's going on? Excuse me. Are you a Miss Yukari and Miss Yuyuko from another world? Yes, that is correct from your perspective. We are denizens of a world different from yours. Of course, that means the opposite is also true. From our perspective, you are a Sumireko from another world. It's a simple concept, yet infinitely entertaining. There are always more nuances to debate and discuss. Haha, right. So that's what you were chatting about? I really want to know about otherworldly versions of myself. Oh yes, Sumireko would be interested in that, wouldn't she? Your voice and appearance might differ slightly, but you really are similar, no matter what world you're from. What's the mean your world like? Oh, first off, what's the difference between your world and mine? Oh, wait, that won't work. You can't tell me what's different. I don't tell you about my world first. Ah, how do I start this conversation? I know what you mean. It's hard to decide what question to ask when you don't know what the other party knows. This happens all the time when parallel worlds are involved. But we've met and talked with lots of people from various parallel worlds since coming to this tower. So we have already identified the peculiarities of our own world. Our world is currently experiencing an incident where snow continues to fall and spring doesn't come. And in our netherworld, the Sayo Ayakashi continues to infinitely approach full bloom without ever reaching it. The incident has almost come to an end, but its effects will probably last for some time. Young temperament and yokai energy will keep covering the netherworld, and winter temperament will linger in Gensokyo. How strange! Is something wrong? I don't really know how to ask this because it's so confusing. But I've heard that an incident occurred where spring didn't come and winter wouldn't end. It happened before I came to Gensokyo. Your world is currently experiencing that incident. Yet there's also a version of me there. I don't get it. Oh, I see. It seems you have misunderstood. What do you mean? The flow of time in our world and yours is the same. Or, to put it plainly, that incident has been prolonged in our world. Such a long incident was normal for us, so we only figured out that it was different after learning more about other worlds. Really? And does that mean the me over there visited a freezing cold Gensokyo? Could she even do anything in a world like that? Are we gonna get Sumireko from the A7 universe? Well, you should probably ask her that when you meet her. I presume that in your world, people who cause incidents or disturbances arrived in Gensokyo or gained prominence one after the other, no? Those people appeared in our world in more or less the same way. However, they were also greatly affected by our incident. I guess this explains how we are getting more and more embodiment of Scarlet level versions of characters. Just because the embodiment of Scarlet level incident has ended doesn't mean all the characters from later games have not appeared in their world. Huh? What do you mean by that? We figured this out after piecing together the information we obtained from various parallel presences in this tower. I'll try to explain this by using our world as an example. Our incident, where snow continues to fall and spring doesn't lasted much longer compared to other worlds. This led to our Gensokyo being colder both in terms of weather and emotionally, and our netherworld being warmer. These effects spread to neighboring other worlds and alter anyone who lives in or visits Gensokyo at the netherworld. So the people in your Gensokyo are equipped to live in a freezing environment and tend to have serious personalities. And the people in your netherworld are gentle and relaxed. Is that what you mean? Yeah, you got it. That's exactly right. In my case, I've been sleepy ever since I took a siesta in the netherworld to escape Gensokyo's cold. Oh. You really do seem more relaxed than the Miss Yukari and Miss Yuriko I'm familiar with. Prolonged incidents have been observed to cause many other effects, like what happens when another incident occurs. You mean 2 incidents at once? Alright, guess that would happen if an incident lasted for a long time. The incident where flowers of all 4 seasons bloom profusely didn't function correctly in our Gensokyo of Eternal Winter. Same with the incident where the 4 seasons occur at once. But that's not to say that these incidents didn't happen at all. The winter aspects were simply exemplified in each incident. The cause of each incident doesn't disappear either. The incident culprits try to fulfill their objectives in different ways. We discovered these trends by talking to all the people gathered here in this tower. Oh, by the way, the order of people who appear in Gensokyo is also sometimes affected by a prolonged incident. The Scarlet Mist incident is a good example of this. Magic mist affects everything when that incident is prolonged. I imagine the underworld, in particular, would get very damp. This would probably cause the yokai down there to re-enter relations with the surface much quicker than in your world. Okay, so we will get A6 version of subterranean animism characters much sooner. Oh, That's different from the history of Gensokyo that I know. So, incidents are intrinsically linked with temperament, huh? I feel like I've heard something about this before. Since incidents affect temperament, that means they also affect the seasons and weather. The mentality of humans and yokai. Not to mention spirits that are basically personified temperament. That's quite a broad range of things. This seems worth remembering, so I'm gonna take some notes on my phone. Oh, I just realized something. None of the incidents in Mike and Sokyo lasted that long, so they hardly affected the outside world where I live. But what about extended incidents, particularly the ones that affect the weather? Would they extend to the outside world? The clouds, wind, and the like all flow in and out of Gensokyo unimpeded. So aren't these prolonged incidents really bad? How perceptive. The humans of the outside world sure are intelligent. Yes, most barriers might actually let more things through than they stop. Because a closed off space is awfully inconvenient. It makes sense. I think I've heard about a similar principle in my physics class. Entropy or something. I'll have to go over my textbooks when I wake up. Wait a sec. What happens if I wake up here? I'm fairly sure that you can't wake up as long as you are here. Though that's just my intuition as a yokai speaking. My real body is in the outside world of another dimension. And it's like time has stopped while I'm here. So will my body stay asleep for a long time as I stay here? That should be okay, right? This also means that you cannot return home unless you return to your world. So you should be careful. That makes sense. I thought it would be fun since I get to stay as long as I like. But yeah, you're right. Okay, I think I belong here. I think I understand parallel worlds a bit better now. Though I still don't get how the worlds with prolonged incidents, like your world, are related to the lost words. That's no surprise. The main reason we are here is to investigate exactly that. We want to know why the lost word affected our world that way. And we have to find the answer to prevent the same thing from happening ever again. It's fine if the netherworld has a longer spring every now and then, but an extreme imbalance is a detriment to everyone. The mundane days should be intermitted with special ones. That is the guiding principle for how I manage Gensokyo. Wow, I need to take more notes. Those wise words will surely come in handy someday. Alright, thank you so much for the chat. My pleasure. I really enjoyed talking with you. Yes, you have our gratitude as well, Sumireko. You also learned some valuable information thanks to your help. I should go tell Li Huan know what I just learned. Also, I mentioned this earlier, but if you do meet a Sumireko from another world, you should ask her about what we just talked about. She should be able to tell you whether the outside world was affected by an incident or not. But more importantly, she will surely provide you with some useful information for Li Huan. Okay, mission. Let's find another Sumireko. Washway. Parallel worlds and double sisters. It's good that I've made some progress up this tower in search of Li Huan now, but Sisters! What's going on here? Oh, haven't I seen you before somewhere? Yes, you remind me of the girl who dug up into my room from the underworld. She complained about how the mist was bothering her or something. You're almost identical. The same person. Ah! So, A6 Koishi just dug into Blender's room. Good. Whatever. It doesn't matter either way, does it? I couldn't understand a word you just said. But well, that's okay. It's fine. I've learned a lot while wandering around the surface, looking for gods. You're one of those devil things, aren't you? I think I heard somewhere that devils could grant wishes just like gods. So, you should act as a god for me. Flynn, so godlike. Huh? What's going on? I don't get it. It became nighttime, huh? Are we in space? Koishi. Koishi. Her name was Koishi. Yeah, you look exactly like Koishi. The Koishi who came to play with me was pretty tough. Are you tough too? You are, aren't you? Right? I'm sure you are. A devil? Oh, now I remember. You're Flan, right? Yeah, you're Flan. I like your new look. It really suits you. Since you're Flan, you must be a devil. Vampires are devils, right? Or am I wrong? No, I'm right, aren't I? Come on, bring out a god already. A god, I know you want to. Very extra stage dialogue, Koishi. Bring out a god, and let's play together. Very one-track mind. Yikes, there's no other way to describe this. Didn't something like this happen around the end of the 20th century? It was around the time I was born, or maybe just before. It's like the end of the world! But yikes, seriously? This has gotta be a joke, right? If these two are the same as the Flan and Koishi I'm familiar with, they might really cause the world to end. You needn't worry, Sumireku from another world. Your overreaction sounded like a joke, but I can tell that you are truly panicking. Sisters! This is just an everyday occurrence. Isn't that right, older Komeiji sister from another world? Indeed, older Scarlet sister from another world. This always happens. I'm sure this space will return to normal soon. It was a simple, albeit powerful spell, after all. Back to normal. See, it was exactly as I predicted. I'd rather it wasn't so sunny. I'll have to apply more of the sunscreen that Patchy made. Wow, that was like something out of a sci-fi movie. Wait a sec. You say this happens all the time, but isn't it dangerous to leave Flan and Koishi like that? Well, otherworldly older sisters? Don't ask us, look at them. Yes, there's your answer. Alright, let's play together. Sometime. Sure. Let me visit your world too, okay? Well, they made up quick. Wow. They're already friends. They sure adapted quickly. Speaking of adaptability, I don't think you're lacking in that regard either. You calmed down rather quickly. Even to my eyes, as someone familiar with the high adaptability of humans, I think you are fairly impressive. Yeah, now that you mention it, I really can get used to anything, can't I? Hey, Ramilia! Change fate so I can go and visit this Koishi when we return to our own world. Huh? What are you talking about? Hey, Satori, read some memories so I can sneak into this Flan's house after we return to our world. Doesn't make any sense, Koishi. Please, Ramilia. Please, Satori. Please! This is quite the predicament. It would be convenient if there was a way to create bonds between people across worlds. Even if he could do that, I'm not sure it would be a good idea. Wait, create bonds across worlds. That's what Li Huan does. That's the power of Li Huan's journal. Exactly. A journal that Li Huano carries creates bonds across worlds. Yeah. The more I think about it, the stranger it seems. How does the journal do that? Okay. Let's help your little sisters. By going to find Li Huano. Let's just write them all down in the journal, I guess. That will help. 240. Parallel worlds and diets. Don't eat worlds. Gotten pretty used to this Scarlet Level Tower now after climbing so high up. But I'm meant to be looking for Li Huano. I don't want to become some kind of expert on parallel worlds. But then again... Oh no! You're gonna get eaten! Twice! I'd like to know what's going on here. Whoa! All that climbing made me hungry. I'm so glad you are here. Alright, time to dig in. Whoa, stop, stop, stop. I'm Sumireku. Don't you know me, Rumi? Rumi? Oh, you're Sumireku. I thought you were meat. Alright, time to eat Sumireku. No, stop, stop that. I'm pretty sure I'm not tasty. Huh? I'm not a picky eater. I respect that, but maybe you could be a little bit picky. Is that... No, that doesn't sound right. Aren't you meant to say... Is that so? Are those your last words? Okay, time to eat. Ah, her skin's soft, but I can't bite through it. Phew. I'm so glad I've got supernatural powers. Hey, can I have a taste too? Just one bite. I'll just take the head. Did she just say just the head? No. She's my Sumireku. Find your own. There's only one me. No, wait. There could be other me's from parallel worlds. Then how about this? We find a new Sumireko, we can go halfsies. Sound good? Yikes. Okay. Oh no. Run away, other me's. Alright. Let's dig in. Frenzied gnawing. You're white. I can't hide through. Yeah. Ineffective jump. Mogu Mogu is happening. Ineffectively. Wow. I'm almost getting eaten right now. But it feels kinda strange. There's this kind of ticklish sensation in my heart, along with where they are trying to bite me. Is this what being a mother to two kids feels like? Where are they biting you? Oh, stop that. Get a grip, Sumireko. They're trying to eat you. Oh, what's your name, by the way? Me, I'm Rumia. What? My name's Rumia too! Huh? Really? Rumia 2, with the number 2. No way! What a coincidence! I think it's more than that. So, what are you doing here? I'm looking for Cheno and Dai. They asked me to come with them, but they flew off somewhere without me. They did, but Cheno and Dai are fairies, so I guess that's just what they do. Your friends are called Cheno and Dai too. Huh? Yeah. Oh. What a coincidence. Yes. You two are predictable. Because you have literally one brain cell between the both of you. It's definitely more than that. Parallel? Parallel? Wow, true is something. I don't get it at all. What are you talking about? It's not like I'm a school teacher. Explaining stuff is super difficult. Where's Erin teacher when we need her? Besides, I didn't even learn about parallel worlds in the school. Heard about them from games, anime, and manga. Wait, wasn't there a vampire and a gatekeeper who really like manga? I might be able to use their collection if they've got manga from the outside world, and not just manga written by Tengu. By the way, Roomies, Roombas, you just tried to eat me like it was nothing, but... Roomies? I didn't think yokai were allowed to eat humans so freely in Gensokyo. What kind of question is that? Don't you know that yokai eat humans? Yeah, my favorite part is the... Wait, hold on. I don't want to know about that. I was more interested in your diets, or rather, how you get enough food. No matter how you think about it, the human village has gotta be too small to support all the yokai in Gensokyo. It's pretty terrifying, actually. Oh, I see. That's no problem at all. Yeah, I've never had to worry about that. Not even once. Because... Yeah, it's because... Oh. We eat humans that come from outside Gensokyo. Thanks, Yukari, for providing... food. Say what? Wait. They're talking about humans that get spirited away, right? That's not all that unusual in Gensokyo, but something's bothering me. And it's like I'm scared to figure out what it is. What was it again? I think someone explained this to me before. Gensokyo is where the outside world's unwanted things end up, right? Things that have been thrown away, like leftovers or scraps. Yeah, so there's no harm in putting them to use. Eating unwanted humans from the outside world is just like using an outside world tool or reading an outside world book. Yeah, I guess I'm guilty of throwing things away too. Figured out what was bothering me. Li Huano. Did everyone in the outside world forget about her? Was she abandoned? An interesting point, I guess. What kind of humans are being thrown to Gensokyo when they get spirited away? Like, does Yukari choose? Or does Gensokyo choose? What humans are considered a waste of space? Dark machinations. No more talk of parallel universes? Do you remember how we came to climb this tower? I still can't believe everything that happened. Oh, you're talking about back then, right? We found that special function in the blue Reimu ship. So we decided to work together with the other parallel worlds. And then we were invited to the Scarlet Devil Tower world. Wow, you summed it up quickly. This also led to the continual festivals in our world and the parallel world battle royale at Hakugyoku Arena. And all those other events. Things have literally never been crazier. Well, jokes aside. Oh, so you were joking. It's vitally important that we keep the festive flame lit in both our world and others, with constant battles of bullets. Our actions now will surely prepare us for the eventual confrontation. Each event and battle will become a bullet aimed at the mastermind, or masterminds of the LostWord incident. Oh. Miss Yukari wasn't joking. Everyone's been acting more and more freely lately, coming and going from so many different worlds. There aren't any dangerous people here, so it's safe, but I didn't think they'd all be so up for this. Why so surprised? Everyone is constantly looking for new ways to entertain themselves. Gods and yokai live an exceptionally long time. They have grown tired of most mundane activities. So we all love unusual festivals like this. And where there's a festival, there's a market. God of the Unknown, Chimata, thank you. I think it's rare that we get actual character introduction cards here in the tower. Miss Chimata, have you come to climb the tower too? I wouldn't miss this for the world. If I wasn't invited, I probably would have come here with my own power anyway. Markets are the most familiar other worlds. We've come all this way to shop, so this place is a market that calm down. Stop being so dramatic. Chief of the Crow Tengu, Megumu Izunamaru. Hello, Mr. Izunamaru. Aya was climbing with me earlier. Shamemaru's here. Did you put in a request for time off? Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Well, whatever. The journalists are free to work as much or as little as they wish. It feels good to climb up this high. I wonder if we'll reach space soon. I can't wait to see the sea of stars. I know it's a strange thing to say for a Tengu, but I feel like a child again. I'd rather stay below ground, digging. Onyx Dragon Eater, Momoyo Himemushi. Actually, I think I'll just dig a hole right here. Wait, if you dig one hole, you'll keep digging more. What's wrong with that? It will help improve the ventilation up here, and besides, I might find some hidden items. I would like some valuable resources, but I'm a little worried about the after effects of such reckless mining. I didn't expect the three of you to come here together. I heard about the project you all worked on in the past. Oh, you heard about that, did you? Good times. So you wanna know why we are here now, huh? Yes, please. This incident is your chance to show your power and majesty as the great god of marketplaces to the lowly yokai. The carefree gods and stupid yokai are useless, so this is your chance to save Gensokyo and control the economy. There's a really big hole, so it's probably contains some draconic relics or something. Tsukasa gave me some advice. So she's at fault for all of this. Oh. Wicked White Fox who whispers in ears as she does. Tsukasa Kuromaki. I thought you three were rushing up the tower. Are you taking a break? Why, hello, Miss Li Huan. Fancy seeing you here. Tsukasa. Yes, that's me. So, what's going on? Did something happen? This isn't what you promised, Tsukasa. Wasn't this trip meant to display my power? I haven't seen any signs of humans, yokai, or other gods worshipping me. I thought I was the only one who could save Gensokyo. This is going to be hard to pull off with all these other people here. Where's the big hole? Are you holding out on me? Oh, now I see. So that's what you're worried about. You don't sound that surprised. Don't tell me you... What's going on, Tsukasa? I don't want to believe it, but... I demand an explanation, and make it simple so I can understand. You wound me. This is but a simple misunderstanding. First, let's start with Miss Chimata. Okay. At the market, yesterday's enemies can be today's friends. The best business opportunities are often with warm arrivals. Spying and improving relations are two sides of the same coin. You're employing the most advanced market strategy there is. Really? I think I get it now. Next up is Lady Izunamaru. Yes? The future of Tengu society rests on your great shoulders, so you'll have plenty of opportunities to prove your worth. Forget about all the lesser beings here. Remain confident and prepare for the glorious final battle that will save Gensokyo. Yeah, you're exactly right. And lastly, Miss Momoyo. Huh? What is it? The big hole is higher up. It's not too far now. Oh, that's good. I wonder what a big hole in the sky is like. I can't wait to see it. I can trust you, right? If it turns out you're lying, you'll be sorry. How can you doubt me? Have I ever tricked you, Miss Momoyo? Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Now then, never get tricked by this fox. I think that's enough chit-chat. It's time to head for the top. Yeah, I wonder what kind of market we'll find up there. I'm getting all excited just thinking about it. Maybe as long as I get to dig. Did I surprise you, Miss Li Huan? You thought Kuda Gitsune could only bring about chaos and discord. You've been misinformed. You've been misinformed. I heard you. You don't have to whisper in my ear. Troubling Gensokyo can do naught but hinder us. I cannot bestow monetary blessings or financial ruin unless Gensokyo is safe and sound. You understand, don't you? Yeah, I get it. Tsukasa loves Gensokyo too. Hehe. In her own weird way, she does. Oh, hi! There's nothing here. Haven't you thought about getting some furniture or something? You know, like my place. Or how about keeping a pet or hiring someone to clean and cook? Not Mima, just evil Marisa. You'll get depressed if you keep hiding away in a room like this. These two, huh? You've seen them like once. I think in some relic story. You talk too much. Why are you here? Can't you see I'm busy? I have to watch over my sister until we finish traveling between worlds. I see. That makes sense. None of us have that journal, so traveling to other worlds is much more difficult. And there are so many restrictions. It's a real shame. You speak as if they don't apply to you. Sorry, but they kinda don't. You really should collect as many rare items as you can. You never know when they might come in handy. Okay, so they're collecting the relics. And for your information, I'd rather this space-time wasn't so empty. We will teleport our room over later, after my sister has finished. Now, I shall ask you again, why are you here? I won't ask you a third time. Even you don't deserve that much leniency. Well, calm down. Powerful beings like yourself should act more dignified and composed. And you shouldn't talk down to me. If we fought head-on, I'd win. Actually, even if you managed to take me by surprise, you still couldn't beat me. So, did you come here to taunt me, knowing that I've already got my hands full? Sorry, I just can't let an insult go unanswered. You can't leave this place, so I came here to share some information. Sure, I might not be the hardest worker, but you know I always look out for my friends. Get to the point. What information? It concerns the Scarlet Devil Tower and the Hakugyoku Arena, among other things. And I can also tell you what they are doing right now. I guess we are making things difficult for them, which is good, because they are certainly the masterminds of this Lost Word incident. Winged reconnaissance. Dai and Koa. I've gotten pretty used to this now. Hello, Parallel World Koa and Parallel World Dai. I'm really starting to enjoy this. Took me a while to realize how lucky I am. I get to talk with so many people from so many worlds. Thinking back, I had a really rough time of it when I first visited Gensokyo. Everyone was beating me up. Compared to that, this tower is like an all-you-can-eat buffet of parallel world experiences. Once something strange happens, it opens up the floodgates for the same thing to happen over and over again. I read about it in a manga somewhere. What's it called again? Synchronicity? I've also read a book that talked about summoning beings from parallel worlds. They used this thing to teleport magically. I think it was called a truck. Or maybe it was a trunk. I can't really remember. No, not Truck-kun! The most useful isekai device. Anyway, it was nothing like the summoning magic I'm familiar with. Wasn't it a wardrobe? Like, you can visit another world by going inside one. Now it's Narnia! I'm pretty sure I heard a wonderful story about that. Oh yeah, I think I've read that book too. What are you talking about? That's nothing like how I came to Gensokyo. Huh? And how did you do it? Yeah, I wanna know too. Please tell us. How did I do it again? I happened to find out about Gensokyo somehow, and then I wasn't able to go there, so I used some power stones I had lying around. And then, I can't remember. Didn't your world's version of me explain it to you? Oh, what was our Miss Sumireko like again? If I remember correctly, I think she said she came to our Gensokyo by crashing into a jumbo thingy and falling through a trash chute. What? How? Wow, let me just say whatever came to mind. She also said she came to investigate a mysterious scarlet mist that was causing panic in the outside world. Ah, so there's the answer to that. The mist spread even outside. Yeah, that's more like me. No, that didn't happen at all. What's up with that me? She went to investigate. Is she like a supernatural detective, a paranormal hero? Haven't you heard that the Scarlet Mist incident went on a bit longer than usual in our world? I'm pretty sure some mist leaked out of Gensokyo. I know I'm partly to blame, but the mistress really went all out. Though we didn't beat Miss Sumireko until quite a while after the incident started. Gensokyo was completely covered in a creepy scarlet mist. It also affected the outside world. Yikes. That sounds pretty scary. Don't worry, a lot happened, but it's all over now. Yeah, everyone's back to normal, including the mistress, and it all just kinda worked out okay. That's why we are able to come here to play. Exactly. Though I lost Lady Patchouli and the others quite a while ago. Jenna went off somewhere on her own too. But we are still together. High five! Well, these two seem to be a fair bit more upbeat and optimistic compared to the Koa and Dai of Mike and Sukyo. They are also best friends. I didn't realize you two were such good friends. Well, we do live right next to each other. Yeah, Ayose is a stronger than average fairy, and I am a weaker than average devil. Which makes us about the same. And, as chances would have it, we both love pranks. I also sometimes work with Kawakuma as a maid at the big Scarlet mansion when they need some extra help. The mistress decides things on a whim, so if we have to hold a huge party on short notice, we enlist the help of the fairies. Thanks to that, every day is a blast, even when there is no incident going on. You said it. It's so much fun. Yeah, that's Gensokyo for you. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. There are so many different worlds, and they're all peaceful. Well, most of them are. Apart from the handful of worlds that are truly dangerous, the rest are practically harmless. So maybe these scary lost word things didn't occur spontaneously due to the specific circumstances in each of the different parallel worlds. No, that's enough playing detective for now. But I guess I should record my thoughts before I forget. Make your own journal. Wait, why am I climbing this tower again? Was it to play detective? Or was it to try and find Lihuano? Well, whatever. I'll just keep on climbing and see how it goes. Happy climbing, Sumireko. Meanwhile, these guys again. Hasn't your sister finished yet? It's been quite a while. Huh. Why are you still here? I thought you left ages ago. Why don't you go out and collect some more information for me? You've got so much time on your hands. Good joke. The info I'm most interested in collecting right now is here. I want to know how you and your sister travel between worlds. We're all friends, but everyone insists on keeping their methods of interworld travel a secret. Oh no, guess you don't think of us as friends, huh? You're such a pain. Perhaps you'll leave or I'll blast you to bits. I'm only joking. Are you really gonna attack me for every little thing I say? Besides, you actually listen to me, unlike the others. So if I do in fact have friends, I'd consider you foremost among them. So there's more of you, is what you are saying. But well, I can't exactly say the same for your sister. I'm not joking this time, but I don't want you to get the wrong idea either. It's not like I feel sorry for her or anything, especially considering her condition affects you much more than me. I respect her, and I respect you too. You must find us amusing. You said that you're observing how we travel between worlds, correct? I'm fine, but the restrictions placed upon my sister are terrible. She hasn't finished teleporting and her mind is still in limbo. She's at her weakest while traveling. In fact, that's the only time she's ever vulnerable. I can't imagine why you would. You're not here to kill us, are you? You can't be serious. I just said you were my friends. And I even asked you not to get the wrong idea. It seems you're just as socially inept as ever. But I guess that's part of what makes us friends. And the both of you sisters. We've got a reason to protect and fight for one another. As well as a reason to stick together. I'm not sure why I listen to you when all you spout is nonsense. Huh? How can you not understand? I don't think I said anything particularly confusing. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Heh. You're socially inept too, though that's nothing new. Really? Anyway, do you have any idea where the others are? Have they all split up across various worlds again? Why are you asking me? You know that we never inform each other of our plans. We keep to ourselves, unlike you, so we'd only meet if we randomly happen to end up in the same world. Well, I guess if our motives and goals are similar, the chances of that happening are relatively high. Of course, that means the opposite is also true. There are some people who we have almost no chance of ever meeting. It's funny to hear you, a manipulator of fate, speak of random chance, but it does add weight to your words. We all pay a different price to use our various means of traveling between worlds. So I guess it's pointless trying to keep track of everyone. As far as I know, only two beings can travel freely to other worlds whenever they wish. There's you and Reimu. Is there a mastermind, Reimu? Possibly behind all this. What color will that one have? White? White is a very mastermind Reimu color. Didn't read the title of the stage because I was drinking. Huh? Hasn't your sister finished teleporting yet? Does it usually take this long? Well, Lady Scarlet Devil. Didn't I tell you to leave us alone? This has got nothing to do with you. Go away! And don't come back. Also, don't call me by my title. Or what? Do you want me to call you by yours? Alright, sorry. I guess that would make me feel pretty uncomfortable. Anyway, why do you talk to me like that? Don't you think it makes you sound like you actually want my company? No, why would I think that? I always say what I mean. When I said leave, I meant it. And if I say go and die, I mean that too. How can you take it any other way? Yeah, I get where you're coming from. But you know, When someone says, "Stay away, leave me alone, I've got nothing to say to you," what they are really saying is, "Come here, stay with me, listen to what I have to say." No, that's just what tsunderes mean. And it also makes them sound kinda cute. Huh? Are you serious? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, so what if I say, "Stay with me, listen to what I have to say"? Would you hear, "Leave me alone, I've got nothing to say to you"? No, that's only if you're a sager. Nope. I take it literally. Huh? Are you mocking me? This is ridiculous. I get why you're angry. But calm down a little, okay? You're probably confused because you haven't really seen what's going on in the capital. They use some words and expressions that eliminate any attempt to interpret them with contrary meanings. It's a political ploy, or rather a trap. They control what their people think by restricting what words they can use. It's pretty interesting now, especially considering how all words evolve from thoughts. You're also someone who likes to lord over others, right? So perhaps you could learn a thing or two from them. I have no use for such petty tricks. I maintain direct and constant communication with my subjects. I needn't do anything else. Do they enjoy misruling their people with such lazy means? They must be complete fools. It seems no matter how hard I try, I can't bring myself to hate her. Well, anyway, I didn't come here to talk to you about that. I've got some pretty serious news for you. One of my investigations has finally paid off. Oh, really? Pray tell. I hope for your sake it's not just more nonsense. Actually, it is kinda nonsensical, which is why I want your take on it. So don't try to wriggle out of giving me your opinion. I still don't fully understand it myself. It's pretty confusing. Then hurry up and tell me. I don't have all day. Hold your horses. Why would I just tell you when I've got a better way? I'm gonna project my mind's memories into this, making it so you can see everything as it happened. How do I do this again? I think I'm meant to tap this part here. Great, it's playing. Are you sure? I can't see anything. You're so impatient. I passed through a bunch of other areas where I met various other beings, but they are not all that important. So I cut those scenes out. What we are seeing right now is really close to the place I was trying to investigate. The lowest level of the ruins of memory. The ruins of memory. Oh, so that explains why you went there personally. It's all starting to come together now. Yeah, most people aren't really able to delve into the ruins of memory. Hey, we did earlier today. Because once they venture inside, they've got next to no chance of coming back out. The best they can hope for is to become a part of the ruins as a living yet non-sentient brick of information. The ruins are a cemetery for information, a recycle bin for worlds. I can't see any of those pitiful bricks or living fuel here. Is there meant to be something else at the lowest level? Yeah, you You'll see it soon. I can't see anything. Be patient. It won't be long now. She could have just skipped ahead. I think I can see something, but I'm not sure. You might actually regret seeing it once you do. Is that some sort of ability it has? I've heard of beings and tools that curse whoever lays eyes upon them. Oh no, it's Cthulhu. Not exactly. But I don't think you're too far off the mark. My gut tells me that seeing it will definitely give you bad luck. You can manipulate fate though, so I guess you don't have to worry about that. What's wrong? Don't tell me you are scared. I'm not scared. I didn't get to finish. However, not knowing what might appear is surprisingly terrifying. I'm not scared, of course. I just mean to say it's terrifying in a general sense. Yeah, sure. Everything has its strengths and weaknesses. There is no such thing as an invulnerable being. That's a music theme from a different shmup. Perfect. Unchanging beings cannot adapt to changes in their surroundings, and they cannot receive help from anyone else. That's why being perfect is the greatest weakness of all. I've heard that before. It's what they teach in the capital. Wait, why did you mention that now? It's nothing. Forget about it. Everyone's afraid of something. I told you I'm not scared. No, I'm talking about myself. Huh? I'm terrified of things that cannot be seen or predicted. And things that leave traces with no identifiable cause. I told you that I reached the lowest level of the ruins of memory, didn't I? Yes, that's what you said. There's no way I could reach the bottom. Huh? The ruins of memory isn't just some random natural formation. It's like a structure built on someone's property. No, there's no need for poor analogies. The ruins are the insides of someone's digestive tract. Oh good, isn't that nice? Who ate all those memories? What are you talking about? If you went to such a place, there's no way you could make it back here in one piece. But here you are, so what's there to be afraid of? I didn't manage to escape. She let me go. Oh! Probably because she and I are bound by a strong connection. Well, your silhouettes certainly have a similar flair. An incredibly strong bond that I have no knowledge of. Huh. You're not saying that all the ruins of memories are inside Mima, are you? Or is Mima just at the bottom of it all? I mean, we met her in the ruins with Marisa last time, but... Huh. Dreams or fantasy? Wow, I'm in space! Yes, but not just any space. This is the Kayan Passageway number 4, the space within dreams. It's pretty dangerous for you to be floating around like that. Here, hold on to me. Wahag! Thanks, Miss Doremi. Wait, I'm in a dream. When did that happen? Oh, I thought you knew about this. I often see you in the dream world. And I mean you, not the dream world version of you. It's never at the set time either. Perhaps you should try to sleep more in your own bed. Are we talking about Sumireko? Are we Sumireko? You make it sound like I sleep wherever I like. That doesn't sound right at all. Are you sure? I've heard from quite a few people that you've fallen asleep on their lap. No, we are definitely Li Huan. Lap sleeper number 1. It's plot relevant too. Well, they say children grow when they sleep, so I'm sure it's fine. And besides, as a Baku, I love people who sleep a lot. I'm happy to see you here. Although, I'd be even happier if you'd help me wake up Yukari Yakumo. I'll do it. Really? You'd do that, would you? You should be safe here. There's no risk of any collisions with the Dream Soul space debris things. Thank you, Miss Doremi. That was kinda fun. You're so cute. I'd like to invite you to stay in the dream world forever and sleep on my lap. But you never know who might be listening, so I'll save that for another time. An eavesdropper? What kind of gap yokai would listen in on us? Now then, there is something I wanted to ask you before you wake up. Have you made any discoveries while climbing the Scarlet Devil Tower? Just tell me whatever comes to mind. You never know what might prove useful in the future. Let me think. I'm sure we've climbed pretty high up, but we still haven't reached space for some reason. I see. Also, since I'm meeting you here in the dream world, I realized you might be climbing the tower from here. Yes, you're essentially correct. The dream world reflects reality, so of course there is a Scarlet Devil Tower here too. However, that doesn't mean I can take shortcuts to climb it. Yukari Yakumo can't be fooled that easily. Anyway, so you've been thinking about space, have you? The spacing in Tokyo might be a bit different from what you're expecting. What? No way. Wait. Were you looking forward to it? What have I done? I crushed a child's dream. How can I call myself the ruler of dreams now? I'm a failure. It's okay. I was only looking forward to it a little bit. Oof. I don't know if it will be enough to make up for your disappointment, but Tokyo's space isn't all that bad. You can breathe and talk there, and it's not that dark either. However, underground mines can't breathe there. Huh? You can breathe in space. It's also full of this magical substance called ether. Ether was conceptualized in the outside world long ago, but it has since been renounced, and no one believes in it anymore. There are actually quite a few similar versions of space that have also been lost to time. Perhaps you'll see them one day. Wow, that sounds really exciting. Haha, I'm glad that cheered you up. I just hope that when you get there, you'll simply find a recreation of an old version of space. But I get the sense it won't be all fun and games. What do you mean? It's simple, really. The Scarlet Devil Tower doesn't merely extend upward. It's meant to grow higher toward the other world where the masterminds reside. So if it's working as intended, the higher you climb, the more you'll shift into their world. A world just as horrible as the masterminds who live there. And considering they're the kind of people who caused the LostWord incident, it's easy to imagine what their world's like. It's probably a nightmare world full of nothing but pain and misery. No, that's not even a guess. I'm sure of it. Meanwhile, in pain and misery, humming in the pain. Huh? Hey, Lady Scarlet Devil. Where are you? Your sister's awake. Lady Scarlet Devil. Hurry up and get over here. Your sister's finished teleporting. You've made me wait all this time. So why aren't you here when I need you? Ah yes, pain. Pain incoming. Get ready for pain, you curry. Marisa. Fantasy or reality? A different pain. Phew, you're finally back. It wasn't as bad as teleporting between worlds, but returning here wasn't easy. I can never seem to get the hang of traveling like this, no matter how many times I tried. I'd like to say you should have just saved yourself the hassle and teleported, but you can't do that with your sister, huh? You would have kept me waiting even longer. I guess coming back here on foot was actually the quickest option. Haha, it's kinda funny how that works. By the way, Lady Scarlet Devil, didn't I tell you not to call me that Lady of Shooting Stars? And why are you calling me by my title? Is it okay for you, but not for me? No, she did it out of revenge. Alright then. What should I call you instead? I haven't really bothered about this before, but now that we are talking about it, I feel like we should set this straight. It's a pain coming up with something new, and since you dislike your title so much, how about I call you by your name? Tch. Oh, did you really just ch at me? That's pretty bad manners. Aren't you meant to be some kind of noble lady? Can you blame me? That's the only appropriate response after listening to you blather on. Also, don't call me by my real name. That would defeat the whole point of us having titles. Or have you forgotten why we call each other by them? Of course, I haven't. But what else should I call you then? How should I know? Alright, it's pretty clear you're not used to getting called by your title. Or talking to people in general, for that matter. But, well, this is just gonna cause more problems later down the track. So I'm gonna call you Lady Scarlet Devil anyway. Is that okay with you? Fine, I suppose it can't be helped. I give you special permission to call me that. Haha, thanks. So, Lady Scarlet Devil, where did you go earlier? When I noticed your sister had woken up, I turned around only to find you'd gone off somewhere. I don't mean to pry, but I really wanna know. Oh, that. It's a secret. Forget about it. Aren't you gonna tell me? No. Well, I might reconsider when the time comes. But I'm not going to tell you anything now. She can be pretty cute at times. So, about your sister. She's pretty calm, huh? She's like a completely different person from how she was before teleporting. I don't think she was like this when I met you guys last time. What's going on? Oh, I see why you're confused. But that's just how she is. She's the antithesis of stability, an insane, constantly reforming rainbow of 7 colors and darkness. That is her nature. Even with me, her attitude constantly shifts. Not that she ever really communicates with other people. No, forget I said that. That's neither here nor there. It must be difficult being an older sister. I don't really get it, but whatever. While we have the power to act as we please, we are fated to always be pressed for time due to our respective missions. This is a rare opportunity for us both to relax for a spell, so let's take it easy until our next destination reveals itself. I'm sure we'll be plenty busy again before long. The sky looks just as horrible as when I first saw it. And watching all the trapped swirling stardust reminds me of the small role I have to play. No one ordered me to do this. It's a role I willingly took up myself. It's like an independent research project kids do over the summer. Who told me about that again? Whatever. It doesn't matter. But it's thanks to this role that I happened to meet Li Huan. It also drove me to delve into the ruins of memory, where I made some unexpected discoveries. The more you investigate something, the more mysteries you'll find, cause more knowledge broadens your horizons. But there's something that sets Li Huan apart from everyone else. It really bothers me. So much so that I'm willing to put my mission on hold for her. And my instincts tell me that I'm right to do so. There are a few things that bother me about Li Huan. First is, of course, her personality. She's honest, but doesn't lack common sense. And while she seems wise for her age, she isn't cunning or manipulative. She doesn't pretend to be a saint, but when push comes to shove, she bravely stands up for what she believes is right. I guess she's like the textbook's definition of what it means to be an ordinary human. That kinda makes her unique to me, since all the people I hang around are anything but ordinary. But I don't think that's the only reason her personality bothers me. Maybe the Lady of Fantasy could figure this out. Oops, I promised not to call her that. No one uses her title. Everyone just calls her Reimu. Actually, thinking about it now, Li Huan is kinda similar to Reimu. Though, if I asked Reimu about it, I bet she'd say Li Huan is more like me than her. Then again, doesn't really mean much to say two people's personalities are similar. Such idle thoughts always come to mind whenever you meet a new face. The thing that bothers me more than anything about Li Huan is her journal. No, can you even call that thing a journal? I swear there's more to it than meets the eye. It must be a magic item. But when I looked at it, I couldn't sense any traces of magic, and by that I mean my magic detecting tool didn't react to it. Regardless, the effects it produces are obviously magical. If that isn't a magic item, then what is it? Anyone could probably realize this given enough time, but I'm an expert on magic items. It's a rookie mistake to focus on the peculiarities of tools. Pros evaluate tools based on their relationship with their wielder. There's no way the peculiarities of that journal aren't related in some way to Li Huan. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. In fact, the same can really be said for any kind of tool. Like how you can't play instruments without practice, and how you need technical skills to use complex mechanical tools. Perhaps I should go over the unique properties of that journal in detail. First, it can breathe temporary life into info about friends gained in other worlds and universes to create divergent spirits. It seems similar to summoning magic, using Shikigami, calling forth dream world denizens, and conjuring doppelgangers. But it's fundamentally different to all those things. The journal teleports packets of information between parallel worlds. The gaps between parallel worlds aren't information vacuums. They contain various fragments of information. That's a fundamental part of the theory explaining why people can travel between parallel worlds. Second, the journal records everything that Li Huan experiences. This sounds simple, but it's anything but. It effectively arranges and stores vast amounts of information and instantly converts this into text tailored to the reader. Some people might think recording info is easy. You'd need magic to sort info optimally for every perspective. Remarkably, the journal is also unaffected by lost words, probably because of its metaphysical self-repairing structure. And to cap it all off, this colossal database of information supposedly comes from just one person's experiences. It's suspicious. There's gotta be some kind of secret hidden here. Third, the journal can search for, verify and identify lost words within the worlds affected by them. This may seem easy considering the journal's database, but you'd need powerful magic to finish such a search so quickly. Like, how much info does it have to sift through to tell which word is missing? How much info does a world contain? You can't just sit down and count each piece of information. That's blatantly obvious when you consider particles. What are the smallest units of matter? Molecules, atoms, hadrons, leptons, quarks, fermions, and bosons? To determine something as the smallest, you have to be able to test for it. Anything smaller enters the realm of fantasy. The gaps of space and time that exist on a smaller scale than units of Planck length in time are a fantasy, but they also make up the bulk of reality. And these fantasies are full of information. Even if the universe is finite, finding one of them will double the amount of info that has to be passed. But the journal quickly checks to see if a word is a lost word. It must search the whole universe to see if the thing that word represents doesn't exist. It's notoriously difficult to prove non-existence. Like, yikes, how can this possibly work? Whoa, what's wrong? Yuan is an ordinary human, but that doesn't mean she fits my definition of ordinary. It's not just her nature and the nature of her tool that makes her who she is. There's some kind of external influence. I'm this close to figuring something out. Wait, don't tell me you're watching us right now, Li Huan. Li Huan, you're talking about that little girl from back then. Do you know something about her? Right, I couldn't talk to you at the time, with everything going on. Did you notice anything strange about her? Whoa, you're too close. Step back a little. Teddy Li Huan, I'm Lady Peacock. Nice to meet you. It's been a while, hasn't it? Are you watching us from over there? How come? You should come here so I can break you. And by break, I mean play, but you know that already, so stop teasing me and come over here and play with me already. You are such a strange teddy bear, Teddy Li Huan. Come closer and show yourself. I won't break you, I promise. Huh? You can't? That's a shame. The teddy bear I met earlier. What are you talking about? You're you, and you are my teddy bear, aren't you? No matter what kind of teddy you are still the same teddy bear. So you're my friend. We are friends, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Tell me we are friends. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me! I'll leave you to take care of your little sister. Lend me a hand. This won't take long. Well, I guess us being able to see these cutscenes is because Li Huan is actually seeing them somehow. Maybe in her dreams? Lady Peacock's scary. Let's end this. Fantasy or reality? That's the same title as just now. Finally. It's the 300th floor. You stole my line. It wasn't easy climbing up this high, huh? You don't look all that tired. Well done, everyone. You've practically beaten the tower already. Yeah, as if. Everyone's so full of energy. It's a shame how everything still looks the same, even though we've reached the 300th floor. Well, it's not like this is the top or anything. Though I was also hoping for a bit more excitement. like seeing the mastermind give a monologue or something. I doubt something so cliché would ever actually happen. Yeah, no. That never happens. What's worse is that we haven't come across any treasure despite climbing so high. Did Miss Familiar say there would be treasure? The tower may be new. The feature that marks it out remains unchanged. It still reaches the sky. However, even I don't know where the summit is headed or where it will lead you to. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? It sounds awfully irresponsible, if you ask me. Yeah, I came here cause I heard I could get rich quick. But getting lost wasn't part of the deal. Oh, quiet down. There's no cause for concern. Or at least, there shouldn't be. Isn't that right, Sakura? It is just as you say, milady. The person in charge of reconstruction shall explain forthwith. Oh yes, indeed. That's your cue, Miss Person in Charge. She didn't really confirm or deny it. That means there could still be some treasure high up. Guess I'll keep going then. Maybe it's in that big hole. Wow, it's pretty amazing how motivated you are, considering there's still a chance you won't find anything. Yeah, I am amazing, aren't I? Was it just me who thought that wasn't a compliment? Anyway, let's take a little break before setting off again. We still don't know how far it is to the top. Did you just say it's like we've beaten the tower already, or something? That doesn't mean we shouldn't take a break. You know that's not what I meant. I agree that it would be better to continue after a rest. Nothing good ever comes from overworking yourself. You must be joking. I can climb another 100 floors easy. I'll prepare some tea. Oh, okay. Then I'll prepare some snacks to go with it. Alright. Some of you guys look really tired, so let's take a break. Partying is happening. Everyone is in really good spirits, despite the long climb. I never thought it would take this long back then. Earlier, before I came to this world. As Yukari said, she wanted to speak to us about something. But when we went to see her, we found something that we didn't expect. Oh, what is this place? Miss Yukari, where are you? Welcome. I was waiting for you, Li Huan. To put it simply, this is inside the ship. This room is a projection based on a certain individual who... Did she say who you met long ago? This ship is equipped with the ability to fly to parallel worlds. That's why its interior is shut off from the outside world. In other words, it isn't affected by the concept of time. All timelines and possibilities coexist here simultaneously. However, you are bound to your own specific timeline. You could say that you belong to it. And your ability to process information from other timelines is limited. Anything exceeding those limits is incomprehensible. But you needn't worry. I'll break everything down into the simplest terms possible so you can understand them. Thanks, but did you really have to say it like that? I'm annoyed enough as is already. Because I don't mesh well with the master of this room. You could say that again, but I do really want to hear a proper explanation when we have the time. Yes, I'm sure I'll give you a more in-depth explanation when you require it. Okay, now that that's settled, let's get ready to go. You still haven't explained anything! Oh, silly me. I've been talking for so long that I just assumed I'd already told you everything. Miss Yukari, can you please explain what's going on? As I mentioned earlier, this ship can fly to parallel worlds. So I'm going to utilize this function to send you free to another world. Huh? That sounds pretty irresponsible. Yeah. How can you just send us to some random world? Who knows what we might find there? Haha. Don't worry. I wasn't planning to send you to a world you've never seen before. Wait. Does that mean you are sending us back to a world we've already visited? Exactly. You're going to the world that had the Scarlet Devil Tower. That's where the Red Marisa lives. I hope I get to see her again. Heh, you might. But that's not why you'll be going. This is an invitation sent out to various parallel worlds by that world's mistress of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. An invitation? Is she planning to host a party with guests from other worlds or something? Well, that sounds really fun. It might be fun, but it's not a party. Then what's the invitation for? Don't be too surprised, okay? It's for the grand opening of the new Scarlet Devil Tower. That sounds like a party to me. Not quite. It's an event where people from various worlds will compete to reach the tower's summit. Wow, that sounds like a pain. Yes, it won't be easy, since you'll have to climb the tower on foot. Huh? You three are going to participate. You gotta be joking. This doesn't sound good. How many floors will we have to climb? Complain all you want, but Li Huan has to take this challenge. Why her in particular? As I said earlier, lots of people from various parallel worlds will be participating in this event. And unlike you and Marisa, Li Huan has a unique relationship with parallel worlds. She can remember what happened in them, even after returning to our Gensokyo, right, Li Huan? Yes, Remo forgot what happened in the tower last time. I want you to use that special skill to gather information from all the guests from other worlds. Also, the tower is supposed to extend, or is currently extending, to another parallel world. The world where the LostWord incident originated. No way, does that mean we can resolve the incident if we get to the top? If that's the case, we better hurry. Calm down. I just said that it might not have reached that far yet. didn't I? And even if it has, there's no guarantee you'll be able to resolve the incident on your own. Well, sure, I guess. But then why are you sending us there in the first place? You're going to investigate. We need you to climb to the top of the tower to see if it's really connected to the incident's origin. If it is, we'll use the tower to stage an assault. That makes sense. But what if it's not connected to the world where the incident began? Wouldn't that make this a colossal waste of time? Oh, you don't have to worry about that. How come? Why are you so certain? Even if the top floor ends up being connected to another world, it will still be a world separate from our own. So we can surely obtain things there we can't find here. Well, I'm gonna get rich from all the treasure we'll find. You also have a one-track mind. Miss Yukari. I feel like an idiot for actually taking this seriously. All joking aside, the tower should give us a clue about the masterminds, even if it doesn't lead us to them directly. Go there and climb it, Li-Huan. I'm sure it will be a good experience for you. Okay, Miss Yukari, I'll go. Will you come with me, Reimu, Marisa? Alright, fine. I'll join you. I can't just let you go on your own, now can I? Count me in too! Though I was planning on going even if you didn't invite me. Good. I'll send you to the Scarlet Double Tower right away. I've arranged for that world's me to help you once you are there. She might end up repeating some of the same things I just explained, but please don't hold it against her, okay? Also, you three aren't the only ones from our world who received an invite. You'll all be representing our world, so you should probably work together. Got it. I hope they are people I know. Alright, I'll send you on your way. Good luck. Up. Wake up, Miss Li-Huan. Huh? Yomu, did I fall asleep? Sorry for disturbing your sleep, but it looks like we are going to start climbing again soon. Here's some peppermint tea. It should help you wake up. Thank you. It smells delicious. Are you okay, Li-Huan? Are you still tired? Alright, now that Li-Huan's awake, let's get going. Wait, why are you giving the orders? Yeah, Miss Reim was right. Oh, I know. Why don't we choose a leader? Good idea. We should battle it out for that top spot. It will bring us closer together as a team or something. Huh? So after climbing 300 floors, now you want to pick a leader? And that is how we reached the 300th floor. I wonder if in the next 100 floors we will be able to find a leader. Or more hints towards the mastermind's plan. But that is for another time. So thank you for watching today. Scarlet Devil Tower will return much later, at the continuation of the Ruins of Memory. Probably won't take too long, considering the two stories are supposed to be connected. It would be weird if there was a long wait between them. So I guess we'll see you then. Bye. Have a nice day.